If it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day Hangover. Greetings all, I'm Bart, the Success Educator, and today's topic is share positive energy. So let's get started by grabbing yourself a cup of coffee or joining me with a cocktail. This is Hump Day Hangover. If you will, consider this. Positive thoughts lead to positive results. Negative thoughts lead to negative results. It's that basic. Being positive not only makes you healthier and happier, but those who are optimistic live a much more successful life. Now, today's episode, as with most, come from my best-selling book, My Moment to Succeed. Go out to my website, successeducator.com. You'll find a link there out to Amazon where you can purchase the book. I'll personalize it and autograph it for you. You also can find it in a number of independent bookstores. But let's get back to our topic of share positive energy. Now, developing and maintaining a positive and optimistic lifestyle requires a couple of things, primarily physical and mental exercise. So I want you to start by committing and recommitting to a healthy exercise routine. Now, back in week 16, when we talked about Get Up and Move, we talked about the importance of a daily exercise program. And what happens is it increases your overall optimism. Those endorphins get released, and the result is contagious energy boosting. So you see, the more you commit to a positive and optimistic lifestyle, the more you build a reservoir of positive energy. The universe also demands, as you build that reservoir, that you must share that energy, and the universe holds you accountable. If you choose not to share, then you're not becoming the person that you're destined to be. So you may find if you stop sharing, you may find yourself starting to go into a downward spiral. Maybe you're there now. Think about how you can redirect that through some real energy boosting exercise. Now, much like everything we've learned through these series, being optimistic is a choice. You can live your life as if you're on one of those dreaded roller coasters, or you can take those up and downs as a thrill ride and make the best out of it. Me personally, I love roller coasters. When you wake up every morning, you have two choices. You can choose to be grumpy, or you can choose to be happy. And based on that decision, you determine how your day is going to be. How you react to situations is totally up to you. Remember, we talked about you may not be responsible for everything that happens in your life, but you are accountable for how you react to it. Now, does being optimistic mean you won't have any bad days? I wish that was the case. No, you're going to have bad days. Bad days are a given. But the key to it is to be realistic. When you're realistic, you know that this too shall pass. Being welcome to whatever the universe has in store for you is the key. Now, you can't always be upbeat, and nor are you expected to. As an optimist, you have to deal with those hard times and move on. So let's talk about some tips on how to develop an optimistic mindset. First of all, probably the most important one, see today as the present it is intended. Today is a gift. It is the only day you're guaranteed. As important as it is to plan for your future, it's equally as important to live today as if it were your last day. You begin to let go of the past when you do that, and you stop worrying about the future. You make this day and every day you're given the best day you have. Second, attend to your personal needs. Ask yourself, who is the most important person in your life? Well, the answer should be, and better be, I am. You are the most important person in your life. Now, this may sound like you feel like it's egotistical or narcissistic or selfish, but by putting yourself first, you increase your enthusiasm, you increase your energy, and you increase your optimism. Once again, you increase your enthusiasm, you increase your energy, and you increase your optimism. The momentum you build starts to become contagious, and then people around you start to notice and benefit from your energy. This next step is probably one of the most difficult, and that is don't allow people to drain you. I call them the energy drainers. You need to avoid or limit interactions with these people. But what if they're a family member? People who drain your energy and stifle your enthusiasm are not healthy for your transformation. And if they are a family member, you may not be able to eliminate them. But you can limit the time you spend with them. And you can also change the quality of that time. You are in charge and should be in charge of how you spend your time. If you're serious about making a transformation in your life, then you have to eliminate the energy drainers. In fact, let's change that word from have to must. You must eliminate the energy drainers or limit the time that you spend with them. Now, as I said at the top of the podcast, positive thoughts equals positive results. The more positive thoughts and affirmations you make, the more positive returns you can expect. Now, positive influences are found everywhere, but only you can determine what is positive and what is negative in your world. For each negative influence you begin to eliminate, you've just opened up for more positives. I've talked about this many times. One of the fastest ways to eliminate negativism in your life and negativity in your life is to turn off the news, turn off social media. Today's news is often presented with the bias slant. If you think about what do they lead with? They lead with something horrific, be it a war, be it an accident, be it a hurricane, be it political strife. Turn it off. Instead, feed yourself with positive information and know that if it is important, you are going to find out anyway. Life improves when you begin to eliminate the bias. And that's true whether it comes from social media, comes from the news, or comes from people that you surround yourself with. You always have a choice. That's our next step. Now, you may not be able to implement all these changes at once, so start taking steps that lead to the results you desire. Others may influence you in taking those steps, but only you can take the first step. Even when someone influences where you take your steps, you have the choice to course correct. Being influenced to take a step was your choice to begin with. The journey is yours. Likewise, that choice is yours. Next, surround yourself with positive people. Remember what Jim Rohn said about you being the average of the 5 people you most often associate with? Well, take a look at your group of 5. That is your circle of influence. Do you need to change up that 5? Do you need to say, I need a break from this person and go find someone else to work with? I love this one. Follow your passion and choose rainbows. Not following your passion means you're not creating the life you want. Listen to your dreams. Rainbows may be an illusion, but so are your dreams until you act and put them into reality. Visualize your dreams into action. Action is what leads to reality. Now, the front of my book here, good friend, a person I highly admire, Benji Schwimmer, has the quote that's the dedication for the book. And Benji's quote is, every morning you have 2 choices. You can continue to sleep with your dream, or you can wake up and chase them. And finally, I want you to start counting your wins. Counting your wins when you journal begins to build momentum. Count your wins throughout the day. The smallest wins often produce the largest results. If you got a smartphone, take a picture of your win and create a win album. And when you do this, it does lead to one more step, and that step is to laugh and laugh often. Week 11, we challenged ourselves to make laughter a priority. Have you been doing that? Go out and do something fun. When you laugh, you begin to release endorphins throughout your entire body. This works as an energy booster. If necessary, go back and rewatch week 11 and revisit that challenge. Flip back in your journal to that day and see how much you've grown. If you're tired of looking at the world the same way, then that's an indicator it's time to broaden your horizons and improve your life. Embrace each day as the present it is. Begin to live a more exciting, balanced, and inquisitive life. And when you do, you begin to make the present count. When you share positive energy, you always live in your spotlight. Take a look at our journaling activities. This week we're going to start listing our wins. I want you to start listing the wins you experience every day. So each day when something happens, list that as a win. And then ask yourself, what is the first thing you do when you wake up every morning? And what can you do to wake up with more vigor and embrace the day as the present it is? Do you consider yourself an optimist? And what can you do to become even more optimistic? And is it possible for optimism to become a habit? How can you share positive energy throughout your day? Who are the energy drainers standing in your way? And what keeps you from being open to new challenges and new opportunities? Is there anyone standing in your way? And how do you address that issue? Now, today's bartism is pretty basic. Every time you subtract negativity from your life, you make room for more positive energy. And let's not forget that gratitude list. List 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. And so once again, thank you for spending a few moments with me. Hit that subscribe button below. Click on the bell next to it to receive notifications. Go out to my website, successeducator.com. Across the top, you'll see the links to my social media. And visit the Success Store. And remember, what comes to mind when someone mentions your name? That is your brand. So until next week, this has been Hump Day Hangover. Ciao.